another confidential, kind of exciting show today because we are less than 2 weeks out from the Olympia. For one thing, we got a bunch of news for it, and we're going to throw our our top 5 and our top 10 picks. And I apologize for my voice. I've been sick all last week. I don't ever get sick. I haven't been sick in like 4 years, but I got a lung thing. I just got my voice back, kind of. So actually, I had to take the week off of the gym this last week, which I don't ever do, but I had to because I couldn't breathe. So anyway, I started training today. Today went fine. I was doing B squad today. Went okay. It's a little better. Not tip top,
Okay.
obviously, but so that's why I sound like and my boy had a soccer game and I was yelling. So so there's that too. But anyway, let's start off with I want to start with some news. One big piece of news. So the Olympia has changed a rule. And before his top 5 automatically can go to the next year's Olympia, right? Well, now it's top 3. They're making it top 3. This is a good thing for bodybuilding. And the reason why is because you guys been watching all these shows and you know what's happened this year. We've had about 1 or 2 really good shows. No, take the Arnold out of the equation. I'm talking just regular shows. And what do we got? One guy that dominates and the rest of them. I mean, we didn't have a good lineup because everybody's waiting for the Olympia. So this is going to make people have to qualify and have to qualify early. They're not going to be able to wait till the last minute, like some of the guys did. So this is a good thing. We're going to see more of these top guys competing during the year, which is, how it used to be, right, Donnie? I mean, that's how it used to be. They competed all year round, right? So anyway, yeah. So that's awesome. That's a good thing. I just wanted to throw a couple things out here. Nathan Diasha, he got turned around at the border. I don't know why. He's got some legal issues in the UK. Maybe that has something to do with it, but he got turned around. He's trying to get to the Olympia. He just didn't get here yet, so hopefully he makes it because his physique is he's done so many shows this year, and you think his physique would get tired, but it's getting better, which is nuts. Yeah. So
if we don't want him going through that kind of trauma and stuff, I mean, the stress level gets up and the cortisol levels go up and all kinds of crazy crap can start happening. So yeah.
And that's what's going on with him right now because he's trying to get over here, and that sucks.
Right. Let's just hope let's hope it's just as stress free as possible, and he's able to make it.
Yeah, and I really hope he does because I want to see him up on that stage. I think a lot of you guys already know Brett Wilkin is not going to compete. He had some digestive issues in his prep, and he was just puking up most of his food, and it just he's not going to compete this year, so he's going to take this year off. Kamal is also not competing. Well, he just won the Masters Olympia, so he really doesn't have to, and he's the oldest bodybuilder up there. Well, actually, Klahar is 49 years old. Phil Klahar, he's the old, and he is competing, mind you. But so Kamal's not competing. He's got his brother has cancer, so he's going to do some family time and take the year off. I think that's a good thing for him. No Beirut. Beirut can't get over here. He can't get a visa, which that's another one. If he was in there, he's a big threat to a lot of guys too. Beirut is. He's not going to make it. Ian Villiers, obviously, we all know that he's not going to make it. And
right, he's retired.
Yeah, he retired. And I like what he's doing because what he's been, he likes to run. He likes to do marathon running and stuff. And so that's what he's doing now. He wants to master that sport. I think that's awesome. He's only lost like
he's got mass.
Yeah, he's way too big. He's trying to lose weight. It doesn't even go to the gym for bodybuilding exercises anymore. And I think he's only lost like 7 pounds or something like that. Not much. But anyway, so he's not, and obviously Rami's not competing until next year.
Right.
Hopefully we'll see Rami next year.
Right. Right.
So that's that. Now I want to jump into your top 5 picks. What are your top 5
Okay.
picks?
So look, in no particular order: Chupin, Lunsford, Walker, Curry. Curry, I mean, he's a veteran, former Olympian, former Mr. Olympia, former Classic winner. I got to throw him in there and stuff. I mean,
Yep.
and Chupin. The thing with Chupin is we know what he's going to bring. He's going to be coming in shape and stuff. They had this one clip on him, and people were talking, some stuff about him and stuff, and then it says, and what Chupin's response was, and he was doing number 1, but the thing about it is he was doing cardio, which means he's going to be ready.
Yeah.
He's going to be ready.
And he's
He's
going to
going
be
to
shredded.
bring what he always brings.
And he's bigger too.
And Samson, I mean, this is just based on his last look, which was pretty dominant, and Derek Lunsford, I mean, to me, Derek is really on top of things, and of course Nick Walker, I mean, Nick is also very, very, very consistent, great freak factor, and so this is my top 5 in no particular order.
All right. Well, I'm going to throw my top 5. So my top 5, and I'm going to kind of put an order in here, and I'm going to explain it. But my first of all, my top 5 is Chupa, Lunsford, Walker, Sampson, and Curry, just like yours. Now,
Okay.
things can change. We see Sampson, and we and in my mind, Lunsford is going to be. I think he's going to win the Olympia. But if Sampson could come in as shredded as we've been seeing him and conditioned and not get flat on stage, because remember, he gets flat the more he's posing. He gets flat.
Right. And him being the bigger man is that's the main thing right there. He's taller and he's just bigger. He's heavier.
And his waist somehow got smaller. His waist somehow got smaller on top of it. So actually, I'm going to show a picture. It's kind of funny. He put a picture of in board shorts, and he said, "I'm doing men's physique," so because of his waist. So going back to that, if Sampson comes in and he's 100%, hands down, he's going to win the Olympia. And I think Lunsford's going to take second, and I think Walker's going to take third, and then it could be either Curry's going to take fourth, or excuse me, Chupa is going to take fourth, I think, in that sense, or third. See, the tables can turn on this, but basically my first and second pick is either Lunsford or Sampson. But if Sampson doesn't come in like we want him to come in, I see him as probably third, fourth, fifth, something like that. He's going to be top 5 guaranteed, but that's kind of what I see. But as far as Lunsford and what we've been seeing from Lunsford, he's got the best back in bodybuilding. He brought his chest up. He brought all his parts up, and he's going to be shredded. We know what to expect from him. I think it's his year to shine. So that's what I think.
Yeah.
But what I'd like to see is Sampson win. Sampson's my favorite bodybuilder. I love the dude's physique. He's huge. I would like to see him win. But this year, maybe not.
Let's see how close to 100% he can get.
Yeah.
See how good of a package he can bring. He
had Milos on his side on the Arnold, right? But he didn't have Milos before that, right?
Right. I don't know right offhand.
I don't think he did. I think he got Milos for the Arnold, and he won the Arnold.
Okay.
Milos as far as carving up and the prep, Milos knows his stuff. That's why they call him the Mind, and he's very good at what he does. So that him on his side gives me a lot of confidence. But then again, Hani with Chupa and Lunsford, Hani obviously probably the best trainer.
He's got those two dialed in.
Yeah.
They're dialed in.
Yeah. So that's that. Top 10. What do you
So
think
let's go
for?
with that second round of 5. This is
Yeah.
what I got. And the thing about it is this. This would just this round of 5 would be dang deep in itself.
Yeah,
You
I
know what I
know.
mean?
I
So
know.
I got Labrada, I got Jack, I got Diasha, I got Mustafa, and I got Chris.
What if Diasha can't make it? Who would you
Huh?
what if Diasha can't make it? Who would you throw in?
Probably either Antonio or Grimes.
Good. Okay,
One
yeah.
of those two.
That's a good choice, yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's a good choice. So mine is Tonio, Labrada,
Okay.
Jack, Crizzo, and Grimes. Now, going back to the top 5, if Samson's off, I mean, if one of those guys are off, I could easily see Labrada going up
Yeah.
top 5.
Yeah. It's this second list right here. Any one of these guys can be in the top 5.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Okay. Any one of these guys can be in the top 5.
Exactly.
So yeah, absolutely. Without a doubt.
Yeah,
Especially if they come in and they're on.
I totally agree with that. This is going to be I mean, as far since I've been watching bodybuilding and been into this is going to be the best Olympia that I've ever seen. I already
It's
know.
it's 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 pretty deep. It's
I,
it's it's pretty deep. Even though you have a lot of, uh I was Brandon is Curry is about the only veteran up there,
yeah, yeah.
in this thing, so
He
yeah,
got fourth last year, right? Yeah, he
I
got
believe
fourth
so.
last year, yeah. Then he won the year before. So uh or no, he didn't. Did he win? He didn't win the year before. That was Ramy, right?
Yeah.
What was your favorite Olympia so far? What year?
Wow. I think you'd have to go back to the Coleman days and
Yeah,
even some of the Dorian Yates. I mean, they had some pretty stacked Olympias. And during Dorian's era, I mean, you had some serious mass monsters. As big as
yeah.
Dorian was, he was not the biggest guy on stage.
No.
You had John you had Hooks, you had just a lot of really large bodybuilders and stuff. But yeah, I thought some of Dorian's Olympias were pretty good. Uh, Coleman, still fairly pretty stacked, you know. But I would say during that era, those were probably some, you know,
Yeah,
special Dylan because and some of Dorian's lineups. I mean, these guys are Hall of Famers now. The top
yeah,
5, like in Dorian's era, these guys are Hall of Famers.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, Now we don't know who in this lineup is going to Hall of Famer. I assume quite a deep number and stuff, but yeah, I would say Coleman's time during the Olympia is when I was I,
All right. Yeah, yeah. All right. Coleman kind of dominated when he was up there, but you're right. I mean, he also wasn't the biggest guy up there. I mean, look at Marcus Rule. Marcus Rule, he was like probably
yeah, Marcus Rule.
he was one
And that
probably
was
one
that
of the
was
first
during
300-pound bodybuilders up on stage, wasn't he?
yeah, absolutely.
I mean, that
Paul
guy,
Gillette,
yeah, he was a
Paul Gillette
monster.
was, I mean, just teeny tiny waistline, great calves, huge arms. I mean, yeah, Paul Gillette was a genetic freak. He was. And then of course you're talking about Flex Wheeler, you're talking about, you know, those guys, I mean, it was just pretty stacked.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, let's see how this year turns out. We are almost there. Uh, yeah, I mean, after the Olympia, then we figure out what's next. Basically, that's when we get all, first of the year we get our shows lined up and figure out what we're gonna do for the year. So
Yep.
yeah, so this is the end of it. I want to show a couple clips of both of our top 5. Okay, so I'm gonna share. Okay, so I'll go to Haughty first. So this is Haughty here. This is 10 hours ago. He really hasn't been posting much. And he's bigger than he was last year, too, by a few
Yeah.
pounds.
Yeah.
Oh, and mind you, this was 8 weeks before the Olympia. That's what he put up here. 8 weeks he did this video. So what he looks like now,
His, his delts aren't looking as funky as they normally would be.
no.
So that's a good thing.
Yeah. So yeah,
I
that's
think
Haughty eight
I think
weeks.
it was accused. I think he's been accused of doing something with his delts, but
Yeah,
you know,
synthol or whatever. I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think so.
but
Okay.
I don't see it from this vantage point. But
I don't either. No, I don't either. Let's go to Brandon Curry. Okay, so I believe we've seen this one. Yep, no, we've seen that one. Yeah.
yeah, we have.
Okay. Oh, he's got a new one. Where is it here? Oh, this is what we got. Yeah, this is our newest. Oh, that was 13. Thought he had a newer one. He hasn't. He doesn't. Oh, this is the newest one right here. This is 2 days ago. Uh, so yeah, he's not posing obviously, but Brandon's looking pretty good too, man. And we seen that video of him at Oxygen Gym. That was
Yeah,
October 13th.
yeah.
And
We'll just wait. We'll just wait and see. I still have him in the top five.
yeah, I
You
do too.
know, do I have? Are you going to hear me say, yeah, Brandon can pull this off and stuff? You probably won't hear me say that, but he'll be on top. I think he'll be in the top five though.
He'll be top five for sure. We'll go to Nick. This is his latest update of his
I saw
legs
this
here.
one. Yeah.
Now, Nick, he's brought up his chest because his chest was kind of a lagging part last year.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Mm-hmm.
brought up his chest. He's made all the adjustments. I mean, I don't think he can get any better than he is now. So, and he's made some bold statements. He's going to win the Olympia, hands down. That's what he says. So, I don't see him winning the Olympia this year. Uh, the lineup is just too deep. But yeah. Anyway, he's definitely top five. He's probably going to pull third again. Is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I definitely have him in the top. I've got him in the top five. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh, here, I'm going to go to the.
I think I'd be close first and fifth though.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's going to be upset, but I mean, yeah. Okay. here's
See,
here's the
here
photo
you
I was
got
telling you
this
about.
guy. Yeah, you got thickness, you got density, and you got aesthetics all wrapped
Yeah,
up in one.
and look
You
at his
know.
waistline. I mean, so he made a joke about being men's physique, and actually a bunch of people bought it. You're going to do men's physique, and it was kind of funny. But he caused a little stir up on that. But yeah, so there's Samson here. That's his
Well,
latest update.
his men's physique is it's almost all aesthetic.
Yeah,
It's not so much muscularity and hardness and stuff like that.
yeah,
I mean, his physique is aesthetic enough the way he can actually do men's physique. He's got that really teeny tiny. He got a great picture for a big man, and so yeah.
yeah, yeah, and he's white on top. Yeah. All right, Lunsford. So here's Lunsford's latest. Look at that back. That's why he's got the best back in bodybuilding right now, hands down. I think. And look at the waist too. I mean, his waist is super small too. That's. I mean,
Yeah.
it's hanging off of him, like you said. That's what it's doing. It's hanging
Mm-hmm.
off him.
Mm-hmm.
So I really see because Haughty beat him from the back last year, didn't he? That was one of his big things was Haughty beat him from the back, right? So
And Derek still didn't have a lot of striations across his chest.
No,
His chest wasn't really striated and
you're
stuff.
right. Yeah.
And I don't think that's going to be the case this time. If
No, the
anything, it
muscle.
was. I think it was probably his chest.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah. 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 That's where Hottie had
Because
him.
his back, his back is one of his strongest. It's one of his strongest poses and stuff. As a matter of fact, when he hit his back pose, I mean, last year the place just went gaga. You
Yeah.
know.
Well, look at it now. Insane. I think we're looking at the next Mr. Olympia right here.
Yeah, if he definitely shows some stripes across that chest, I think it's pretty much a done deal. Not taking anything away from Shupin, but
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Well, they're
think he
both.
followed his gut and decided not to do the Arnold just for this moment. Now it's starting to come around. We're gonna see
Yeah.
if it's gonna pay off.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. So, uh, yeah, it's, they're the same height and they were about the same weight too, pretty much last year. They're pretty similar in
Mm-hmm.
size, really, last year.
Mm-hmm.
But now they both
Mm-hmm.
gained more weight. I don't know how much weight Derek has put on, but Chaudy, I think, or Hottie, I think, put on like 7 pounds or something like that of lean. So, we'll see. And I'm not sure what
Because
Hottie weighs.
when you're so tall, you can only put on so much more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
I mean, yeah, you can only put on so much. So we'll see what happens.
For sure. Well, I'm thinking maybe next week we do 212 in classic.
Absolutely,
Yeah, because that's
especially at 212.
yeah, we have those two categories there. There's a lot of guys in there too. It's going to be very exciting game too. I mean, especially
Yeah,
212. Yeah. And I already know who your pick is. And I'm with you on that. I also feel the same way. So who's going to get first or
yeah,
second? That's the key. Is it going to be Clarita
yeah.
or Keone?
We'll see. We'll
Yeah.
see.
Well, I think that's all we got for tonight. Unless you got anything else to add.
That's it I got, man. That's all I got for you.
Yeah, that's all I got too. So all right, you guys, thank you for watching. Stay tuned next week and check out our picks. And well, just thank you for watching. You guys give us your top five. I'd
Yep.
like to hear other people's opinions on that too.
Love to hear it. Like and
Yeah,
subscribe, please.
yes, like and subscribe. And thank you for watching. All right, Donnie.
All right, man.